So the local racetrack called me last Friday, wanted me to bring my record down and help them out with the races. And seeing how my record hasn't ran for a couple years due to the rear end being out, I've had quite the project on my hand. So here's a little update on how it's been going for me the past week. First off, I had to get the thing started up and get the wheel lift up so I could get it on my rollback. Now that I got it in the shop, I got on the hoist and started removing the rear end cover, which the wheel lift parts were all in the way, of course. Naturally, I had a little fun with the rust belt problem, so I had to get the torque out. Got all the guts out and found a wonderful surprise here on my pinion gear. So now I had to go down to my impound lot and get a spare rear end that I had off my parts rollback. This is what happens when you don't have a torch at your impound lot and you need to take a rear end off that's been sitting on there for 40 years. Enjoy the Milwaukee trying to break this bolt. Eventually, I just got out the good old sawzall and cut the U-bolts. At this point, I had to remove the mounting plates and put them on the other one because they were different and just in a slightly different location. Well, here's the mounting plates all in place. I ended up making a little wooden jig to help align them and get them in the right distance, and it worked pretty well. Here's after I got the rear end up and in place with the U-bolts on. At this point, I needed to start messing with the drive shafts. And I ran into a further problem with my clutch master and slave cylinder. Turns out I did not have the hose anymore, and I had to make a couple modifications to make it work because no hoses were to be found anywhere. And that's about as far as I made it so far. It should be running here maybe tomorrow, maybe the next day. I don't know. Depends how many problems I run into at this point. All in all, it's been a fun time so far, and I look forward to finally having this thing done. Here's some proof I did get this truck finally running. As you can see by this heavy load, its boom is lifting. And I did get to use it at the racetrack this week.